All right, good morning, everyone. Grand Rising.
Use your mic. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Oh, there we go. There we go. So my name is Dee Scott. I'm the founder and CEO of TSQ Marketing, aka the SEO Queen. I have a question for you guys. I want to know what percent of websites get organic website traffic? What percent of websites?
I'm not going to answer that.
You told us 9.
Yes, and you win this book. So that was the pop quiz. So take notes because tomorrow I have another pop quiz. So pay attention. So AI and search engine optimization are very, very intertwined now. And now more than ever, it's so important as a business owner not to discount this vital, inexpensive marketing channel. It's how you really can get a leg up on your competition. Whether you have a plumbing business, a jewelry business, a nonprofit, people are looking for places to donate money, people are looking for jewelry, people are looking for plumbers, they're looking for all of these things. And artificial intelligence is just another algorithm on top of the existing algorithm. So I'm going to be talking about what is AI, I'm going to talk about blogging, and more. Ooh, wrong way. Okay, so AI stands for artificial intelligence, and this is a division of computer science that allows you to get things done in a way that imitates the human thought process, if it's robotics, physical action, and more. And this AI can help small businesses accomplish tasks at scale quicker so that you can have a competitive edge. We all know that time is money. So half of US mobile consumers, I'm one of them, use voice search every day. How many of you guys use say, hey Siri?
Yeah.
Hey Siri, right? Hey Siri. I'm always hey Siri. So this is something that you use yourself. So Siri has Siri, Alexa, Google Assist, whatever you use. These AI tools are going throughout what's online to give search results to people. So you want to be able to be found. And so the use of AI is just growing. And I'm a very spiritual person. And I wanted to share this story. So in the book of Daniel, Nebuchadnezzar was the king when Daniel was there. So this king had this dream of the statue, right? The statue had many, many parts, but you had the feet were mixed with clay and iron. And so that's the era that we're in. We're in the era of the iron mixed with the clay. We are the clay, the iron symbolizes technology. So this is not going anywhere. So one thing that I've noted, I've seen online, I don't know if you guys follow a conundrum online on Instagram. Does anybody follow a conundrum on Instagram? All right, well, she's a business strategist that she posted something about the Chinese job market. And right now, what's happening in China is that a lot of young people aren't able to get jobs. Part of the issue is China's really adopting AI. And so what this means for as a business owner is like this is a unique opportunity for us to really position ourselves, position a brand, because SEO has only been around for about a little bit over 20 years, so it's a fairly young market, but by using AI, you can get a competitive advantage and scale your business and be more visible. And so there's, yes?
SEO, I was going to write what it stood for.
SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. And SEO is how businesses websites get on the first page of search engine results. And so I wanted to just share some other facts about AI with you guys before I hop into the practical how to do stuff. So you guys have some insight. I gave everyone a card, so if you email me at hello@the magazine, I'll send you this deck. So AI is really, it's changing every aspect of society. It's changing how we find information, it's impacting how we interact, it's impacting how people buy, and it also impacts, as a business owner, how you get things done. So blogging is really important because this is how you communicate your genius and your value proposition to the marketplace. There's quite a few consumers that prefer to read about a business or a service via a blog. How many times have you guys Googled something and found a blog, read the blog, and made a purchase? See? Absolutely. So you already have your personal experience of the impact and the power of blogging. I can tell you, yes.
I have a question. So
Sure.
sometimes I get confused with the blog versus someone having a story. Like I'll see something where there's a story, they may sort of will bring you in by telling you a story about how to land your job by asking the employer great questions. And then down below, you'll see it's a company that is a recruiting company. Is that the same as a blog, or?
Well, there's different types of blogs. There's how-tos, there's software reviews, there's travel reviews, there's all types of, there's like advice columns, there's all different types of blogs. And so if someone has any more than, I would say, 300, 500 words on a page, and they have an image and a video on there, it could be either a blog or a video sales letter. One of the two.
Okay.
Yeah. And so blogging has a tremendous impact because it allows you to generate more backlinks. Backlinks are basically a link from another website that goes to yours. And this is a very important factor with SEO because the more links or more votes of confidence you have, the more popular your website is. So you want to get as many backlinks as possible. Amazon.com, if you were to look at their backlink profile, they have millions upon millions of backlinks. And so the more pages you have, the more backlinks you can generate and the more traffic you can generate. And so one thing that's really important when it comes to search engine optimization is to first have your website, have your content, and then you want your website content to be indexed. Now, indexing means that the search engines know your content exists. Now, if the search engines know your content exists, then it can serve it to a person who's looking for your content. So you want to create helpful content so people know, so the search engine knows that you exist. Once the search engine knows you exist, if you have backlinks, then everybody will know that you exist. So this is very, very important. So what can AI do with blogs? AI can literally help you create your content plan. It can help you identify engaging headlines. It can help you just every aspect of the ideation process. If you don't know what to blog about, you can ask ChatGPT. Once you see what ChatGPT recommends, you can bring your experience to bear and then work with it from there. And you literally can write a draft in seconds. And so, first, you want to identify your topic. What I like to do is I like to use a tool like Google's AdWord keyword tool or the keyword tool on SEOqueen.com or SpyFu to identify the questions that people are already asking. Now, if one of those questions resonates with me, I'll create a blog based on that. And so if you don't have a really good idea for a title, you can use AI to come up with the title, then you can use AI to flesh out your ideas. Now, one thing I caution you against is copying and pasting directly from the AI. And the reason why I caution you against that is because number one, as this was mentioned by Tara Lynn before, computers only regurgitate what they're given. And so as this big language model does, sometimes it will literally take verbatim other content and just give it to you verbatim. And so you don't want to plagiarize anyone else's brand. Second of all, you will always want to differentiate yourself. So you want to always make sure you vet the content that you're getting. And then you want to also speak to your ideal audience. You can actually indicate all those things in the chat prompt. And we're going to do a blog together. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So there are different types of blogs. I've already mentioned how-tos. You can share a success story. You can share a case study. You can ask for feedback. You can share an experience. You can highlight an event. You can invite people to an event. Any conversation you have in the life of your business can be transformed into a blog, and it should be. One thing I did in the midst of COVID, when COVID happened and when all the uproar with George Floyd happened, one of the things that I did is I did a blog post and some digital PR around being a Black-owned SEO company. And that blog and press release yielded me over $30,000 worth of business. And so the reality is that if you just take your genius and just express yourself, it's going to yield some fruit. It's going to yield some fruit. So I just wanted to share that. That's really, really important to blog. And so here are 4 tools. These 4 tools right here are amazing.
You can't see it,
For-
but I don't know what they are.
Okay, so it's Spin Rewriter, ChatGPT, Gemini, and CopyScape. Now you can also use Grammarly,
So spin, hold on.
Spin Rewriter,
Okay.
ChatGPT, Gemini, and CopyScape. CopyScape.
Copy state.
Mm-hmm. And what CopyScape does, it just verifies that your content is original. It's a plagiarism checker. I bounce between Gemini and ChatGPT when I'm creating content because sometimes ChatGPT is not working, and believe it or not, they have different perspectives on various topics. We have an article in the first issue of the Algorithm magazine comparing ChatGPT and Gemini. You can always check out. I gave everyone a card for that. And then Spin Rewriter is a great tool that takes existing content that you like and just rewrites it to make it original. But just like ChatGPT or Gemini, you have to vet the rewriting. Don't just copy and paste. Any questions so far?
Just
Yes.
a comment in terms of who's inputting the information, because I remember 2 times when I was in training, someone said, would you be afraid in the 6'4" African American guy walked in? I was like, well, that sounds pretty good to me. You know what I mean? But it depends on what you're talking about, you know? So it's
Right.
so in terms of, well, I'm just saying, like, in terms of what we're asking them, like, I remember I was writing a paper one time, and I said, you know, if you had a body like Tony Braxton and eyes like Diana Ross, now, if you don't know who Tony Braxton is, you may not have a reference point, or you don't know
Right.
about Diana, you know what I mean? So I think to be able to speak to that was great, because I know sometimes I'll say something into ChatGPT and give me something weird back, like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, like I had the opportunity to work with Dr. Shange's estate. Who's familiar with Dr. Shange's work?
Say that again.
Dr. Shange, she wrote for Color Girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the movie that Tyler Perry did some years ago was based on this prolific playwright, scholar, poet, her work for Color Girls who have committed suicide when the rainbow isn't enough. Yeah, that's the whole title of it. And so it's been on Broadway, it's been made into a motion picture, and I was approached by the estate to help them with their website, and before we optimized it, it wasn't visible on search engines. And so, you know, when I try to use AI and different tools, like it really didn't have any information there. So this does happen. So you really have to, what I like to do is like write a draft, and you can always write a draft and then throw it into ChatGPT and say, can you clean up the punctuation? Can you organize it, structure it better? But also be careful when you do that, because I've done that with some things and I see that ChatGPT took out some vital things that I wanted to keep. So you really have to monitor the draft. So here are the steps. You want to identify your topic. I use AI to give me like 10 possible titles, because your title is really important, because this is what draws people in and makes them want to read your blog, right? You want to make sure that the headline is powerful, and then you outline, give ChatGPT what you want it to write for your blog, and then click generate or create. Then you want to verify uniqueness and copy state. I'll email you guys this. Don't worry. Don't worry. You'll get a copy of this day. Don't worry. So I think what'll be a good, who wants to be my guinea pig?
Okay.
Okay, so.
No, I don't.
Jason, who's coming? Jordan, you gonna go?
You have a blog that you want to add a blog for?
Just the topic.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do
Trees?
Treaties?
Yeah.
So what do you do with trees?
They give you shade. Get fruit from them.
Is this for your business?
No,
Just an example? Okay, I want an example from a business owner. So I want you guys to use it, because I do blogs pretty good now. I want this to go live somewhere. Yes.
So just an example, I have a hair growth oil, and I've done extensive research on each ingredient, but with this new wave now of the botanical oil, there's not enough research to support that it is actually proven to grow hair. So I'd like to do a blog talking about, what is out there of, the botanical oil and versus, so like, is there enough research to support that, yes, it has been proven?
Okay, so let me see how I can.
Because people are going off of the trend.
How
Like, the trend, now.
How do you spell that word?
B-A-T-A-N-A.
A-N-A?
Oil. So it's trending, but people haven't read enough, and
So-
researched it.
So here are 93 questions that people are currently asking about botanical oil. So there's how to use botanical oil. Does botanical oil work?
Which app are you using for that search?
Oh, this is Spy Food. Spy Food.
Spy Through?
Spy, S-P-Y-F-U. Spy Food.
S-P-Y-F-U?
S-P-Y-F-U, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so botanical oil has 360 searches per month in the United States. So you want to talk about how there's research out there.
there's not, like Dr. was saying, there's not enough research out there to support them to say, yes, it grows hair. Like, there's research to support, like, rosemary oil and lavender, like, they've done research, but, you know, there's not enough research out there. So people are, like, on this trend, but I want to talk about the law. You know, do your research before you just buy something and don't know.
Right. So does your product have botanical oil in it? Oh, okay. So maybe we can go with, does botanical oil work?
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this keyword, because you always want your blog to be visible. You want it to actually get an audience. And so I'm gonna see how many websites are using that keyword in their metadata. Only 74 pages online are using it right now. So does botanical oil work? So I'm gonna just take this and I'm gonna take what you shared with me and write a prompt. All right, so I wrote a prompt real quick. My prompt was, please give me 20 blog titles that use the keyword, does botanical oil work, that talks about the fact that there needs to be more research on botanical oil for helping hair to grow. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure I heard you good.
I have a question. Before you did that, you went to Spyful, and so if, let's say, the word or words that you type in, the keyword, if it's not there, does that mean, oh, there's an opportunity to create more topics around it? Or
No,
is it
well,
found?
think about search volume when you're doing your keyword research. Think about it as tapping into a demand. And so as you're creating content, you're supplying content to the market, you want to find out what conversations are people having, what topics are in demand. And then you want to evaluate your competition to see, okay, do I have a chance to be heard if I put something out there? And so it's the economy of attention on search engine. And so does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. So I like this first one, but which one do you guys like? So we have, does botanical oil work for hair growth, the need for more research? Can botanical oil really boost hair growth, what science says or doesn't? Does botanical oil work, the call for more scientific studies on hair growth? Botanical oil and hair growth, the research gap you need to know about? Does botanical oil work for hair growth, exploring the lack of scientific evidence? Can you
Research gap sounded good in the second one, whatever the second one was you had.
Can botanical oil really boost hair growth? What science says or doesn't?
Yeah, I think it was good.
Is that the one you like?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna run with this one. I'll run with this one, and I am going to create a Google Doc. Paste that in there. And then I want to, there's another tool that I briefly mentioned. It's called a headline analyzer.
Headline analyzer.
Yeah. So
And what's that good for?
it's good to let you know, like, the power words, just the emotional affect of the title that you use. And so right now this is at 56. I would tweak this a little bit so that it's, gets to be 70 or higher, but in the interest of time, I'm just gonna keep on going. I just wanted to note that. So I'm gonna say, please write a blog titled that talks about the fact that, what's the name of your hair oil? Oh, you don't have a hair oil yet?
I have the oil, but I don't have the name.
Okay, so can we make up a name?
I was thinking of the brand name of just Flourish.
Flourish. Flourish hair oil is created.
Is it just Flourish or?
Yeah, the brand name is Flourish, and then the hair growth oil.
Alright, so I wrote, please write a blog titled, Can Botanical Oil Really Boost Hair Growth? What Science Says or Doesn't, that talks about the fact that Flourish hair oil is created with research-backed ingredients that do help hair to grow. However, botanical oil is a trend that really needs to be approached with caution and more research needs to happen. So I just put in my prompt here.
Your prompt is being used by ChatGPT.
Yeah, I'm on ChatGPT right now.
And then do you take the content, the information it gives you back, you copy and paste that into maybe a Word document, or what do you take it once it comes back to you and you say, I'm gonna take this portion or that portion?
Right, so what I'm gonna do is, as you guys can see, it didn't complete writing the blog, it kind of stalled. So I'm gonna drop this prompt into Gemini.
And Gemini is Google's product, AI product.
Correct. And so as you can see, ChatGPT, it was good for giving me some blog post titles, but it got a little stuck with actually writing the blog. So here, just before I start editing it, I'm just going to copy this and throw it into Copyscape. I forgot my password. Hold on for a second.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so I'm pasting it into Copyscape. Now, as you can see, it's only like 5 cents search. So no results were found. So now I'm all clear to just edit and then post. Add an image, add my meta tags, and voila. How cool is that?
So where do you post your blogs?
Well, I'm so glad you asked that.